Okay, today we're going to read Robin Hood Wins the Sheriff's Golden Arrow. Now this is a fiction book. We've been working with nonfiction. So fiction means what?
Not real.
Not real. Okay. Yep. So this book is about Robin Hood and his band of merry men, and the Sheriff of Nottingham wants to catch Robin Hood and the merry men. So he arranges for an archery contest because he knows that Robin Hood is the best archer, and so he thinks he'll come and compete, and then that'll be the sheriff's chance to catch him. So that's what's going on in the book, and there's some vocabulary. I wrote the list down here for you, and here is a pointer for when you're reading. We'll just go through the words and make sure that you understand them before we get into the book. So archers,
Isn't it like with a bow and...
Yeah, exactly, bow and arrow. Birds of paradise, it's a bird that lives in like warmer climates. It's also a flower, because when I read that I first thought of a flower, but in this book it's referring to birds that live in warmer climates. Camouflage.
Yeah, it's right. Like army trucks.
Yeah, and then clothes, for hunting and stuff. Corrupt.
Like explode. Like. Oh, that's erupt.
Erupt.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I don't know what.
Okay, corrupt means like dishonest. Like not a good person. Cruel.
Like, oh, he's so mean. Or like,
mean people are cruel people. Duped.
No.
That's a funny word, and we should use it more. Duped is like, oh, I was duped. Like when you trick somebody, when you pull a fast one on them, that's you duped them. Monks. It's a religious person who's part of a religion, and they usually wear like long robes and stuff. We don't really see them around here too much. Quills.
Is it like I know what it is. I just
Quills?
isn't it like quills the kind of porcupine?
Yeah. Quills. Porcupines have quills. In the book, though, when they talk about quills, it's going to be back in the day they didn't have pens like we have. So they used a big long feather. Yep.
And then the ink.
Yeah. They used the feathers and put it in the ink. So that's what they mean by quills in this book. Scrunched.
Like tied up next to each other.
Yeah, just a descriptive word. And, you can take a piece of paper and line it all up and scrunch it. And it can be applied to a lot of things. Shaft.
I don't know.
There's a few meanings for shaft, but here we're talking about arrows, so the shaft is going to be the long, skinny part of the arrow, because then you have like the actual point of the arrow, and then the feathers on the end, so the shaft is the long part. Vie means to compete. Like you're vying for the trophy, you're competing for the trophy. Warrant.
No.
Okay. Warrant is like a written request by like the sheriff. He has a warrant for Robin Hood's arrest, so it's just like an order to arrest him. Okay. Do you have any questions on any of the words?
No.
You think you got them all down pretty well? Okay. So what we're going to do is just thumb through the book here and take a note of the pictures, because you know what the words are that you're going to be coming across in the book. And then we had our introduction that we talked about. So look at the pictures throughout the book and then try and get an idea of what's going to be going on throughout the story.
Should I start reading it or just like...
Nope, we're just looking through the pictures and, think out loud about what's going on. We can both think out loud. So, here's an arrow right away, so we know that that's definitely going to be an important part of the story. And what do you see going on in this picture?
And like they're having a bonfire. Or like talking.
Yep, they're having a bonfire, and we'll read more about why that is. And this is Robin Hood. He's the star of the show today.
So every green dot I would stop. And
Yeah.
Then for a question.
And then I'll ask you my question. Then, how much time do I have here? Okay, keep going with the pictures. And think out loud for me so we can be on the same track here.
I think that this side is the sheriff's side.
You think that's the sheriff in the picture? Yeah. There's a lot of commotion going on around him, isn't there?
Yeah.
And then what do we think is going on here?
Practicing.
Practicing for what?
The archery festival. I saw that in the front page.
Okay, well, that's fine though. You were able to put those two together. And then these are guards for the sheriff, kind of like his cops.
Yeah.
And what's going on here?
Shaking hands, like good luck or something like that.
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah. You see that at the beginning of a lot of competitions. It's good sportsmanship to do that. And then what's going on here? We see the golden arrow.
Oh, I thought there was like a clock.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a clock, but no, it's the golden arrow. So, who do we think in this picture won?
Right there.
That guy?
Yeah.
All right. And then one more picture. Put down there. And who do we think this is based on?
A king or
Who's trying to? Who do we know is trying to catch Robin Hood?
oh, the sheriff.
The sheriff. So this man's got a badge on him. So do we think that's the sheriff?
I thought it was like one of them things from back then, like where if you can't see, the guys would hold it up like that.
Oh,
and,
like a little
glasses.
looking
Yeah.
glass. Yeah.
Because it has kind of like a chain right there.
Yeah, it does. I'll give you that one. But no, I think it's the sheriff. So with that, we will begin reading and then pause where I put the green dots for some questions. And then we'll play our game.
Okay.
Thank you.